Pause before you decide whether this is for you, because this is not about numbers. It is not about 3 people randomly chosen. It is about capacity. There are moments when a message does not go wide. It goes deep. Only the few who are ready stay long enough to receive it. If you are still here, that says something about your spirit. You have felt different lately. Not superior, not special. Different, more aware, more observant, less reactive, less desperate. That shift is not small. Most people react to life. Very few reflect on life. Most people chase attention. Very few chase alignment. When it says, only the 3 chosen will watch this, it does not mean exclusivity for ego. It means readiness. 3 represent stability, mind, heart, action. When those 3 align, a person becomes steady, and steadiness is rare. You have been tested in silence, not publicly, not dramatically. Quiet tests, tests of restraint, tests of patience, tests of integrity when no one was watching. You passed moments that nobody even knew were difficult. You chose silence over reaction. You chose growth over revenge. You chose distance over drama. Heaven measures choices, not noise. And your recent choices shifted something. You may not feel fireworks, but you feel clarity. You may not see sudden reward, but you feel internal peace. That peace is confirmation. There are people who would have clicked away by now because depth makes some uncomfortable. But you stayed, which means your spirit recognizes truth. Listen carefully. You have been in a refining season where relationships shifted, where comfort was removed, where old habits were exposed. You thought you were losing. You were being refined. Refinement feels lonely. Refinement feels unfair. Refinement feels like delay. But refinement increases value. Gold is not chosen because it is common. It is chosen because it survived fire. You survived emotional fire, doubt, confusion, rejection, silence. And instead of becoming bitter, you became balanced. Balance is power. Power without balance destroys. Balance with power elevates. That is why this message says only 3. Because most people collapse under pressure, few stabilize, and stabilization unlocks trust. You are being trusted with more influence, more responsibility, more clarity. But responsibility always precedes reward. If you are expecting applause first, you misunderstand growth. Growth is private before it becomes public. Your next season will not look loud, it will look stable. Decisions will feel clearer, doors will open without chaos, conversations will align without confusion. You will not need to force, you will position. Positioning is strength, and strength does not shout. It moves quietly. Before this continues, take a breath. Think about one reaction you handled differently recently. One moment where the old you would have reacted emotionally, but the new you stayed calm. That was proof. Proof of elevation, proof of alignment. Proof that you are not who you used to be. Only the few who notice their own growth are ready for the next level. And you noticed, which means this message found the right person. Stay with this, because in the next part we will talk about what shifts next and why your restraint is about to produce visible alignment. Now stay steady, because this is where the message becomes personal. You did not stay by accident. You stayed because something inside you felt seen. That internal recognition is not ego. It is awareness, and awareness is the beginning of authority. The refining season you went through was not random, it was strategic. You were separated from distractions, detached from draining connections, removed from environments that limited your expansion. At first it felt like loss, Now it feels like clarity. Clarity is wealth, not financial first. Internal, when you become internally stable, external stability follows. You are entering a season where effort produces cleaner results, not because life becomes easier, but because you respond differently. The old version of you would have rushed. The new version pauses. The old version would have reacted emotionally. The new version evaluates strategically. That shift changes outcomes. There is something aligning quietly right now. A door that once resisted you is softening. A conversation that once felt tense will shift tone. An opportunity that seemed distant will move closer. But here is the key. Do not announce it too early. Protection preserves momentum. Not everyone who celebrates you is assigned to grow with you. Distance does not mean rejection. It means refinement. You are being refined for influence, not loud influence. Steady influence, the kind that does not collapse under pressure. You have already proven something. You can handle silence without insecurity. You can handle delay without quitting. You can handle misunderstanding without explaining yourself. That emotional discipline is rare. That is why the message said, only 3. Few people stay calm when tested. Few people stay disciplined when unnoticed. Few people stay grounded when opportunity appears. But you did. And now the assignment shifts. You are no longer in survival mode. You are in positioning mode. Positioning prepares you for visibility. Visibility tests humility. Stay grounded. Stay observant. Stay structured. Because the next phase will require clarity. There will be a moment soon where you must decide quickly. Trust the clarity you have built. Do not overthink it. You have sharpened your discernment. Use it. You will feel the difference between noise and alignment. Noise feels rushed. Alignment feels calm. Choose calm. It will arrive with confirmation, a quiet knowing, a steady opening, a sense of, this makes sense. When that moment comes, remember this message. Remember that you were refined first. Reward without refinement collapses. Reward after refinement sustains. You have sustained. Before this ends, pause. Think about the area of your life where you have grown the most quietly. The one nobody applauded. The one nobody noticed. But you know it changed. That growth was preparation. And preparation always precedes elevation. If this message resonated with your current season, you do not need to tell your whole story. Just leave one word in the comments that represents what you are stepping into next. Peace, clarity, discipline, expansion, strength, one word. Not for validation, but as recognition, because only those ready for responsibility stay until the end. And you stayed. Stay